right, how's it going? How's it been?
It's going good.
I'm rooting for the Harryhausen shorts.
You're predicting Harryhausen. Yeah, okay. So
I'm rooting for it.
you're rooting for Harryhausen. Okay.
I'm also going for the Road to movie.
I hope the one that says ice wins, just so we can just to make Hal super uncomfortable.
Oh, you can
I
never
don't
make me
think it's gonna make him
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're just gonna make me have even more of an evil grin on that episode.
Yeah. Well, like I mean, last time you spun this wheel, you were panicking, so it's like I feel like that was a weakness in your armor.
Maybe. Anyway.
Well, that
Listen.
happened because it was 200 fucking cartoons.
No, it was 52 because it was only disc 1, remember. But anyway, speaking of 200 classic cartoons, disc 1, yeah, that was also, I didn't think it was a failure, but it was, insane. So I just want a completely normal whatever wheel spin. Look, I'm a huge believer in third time's the charm. Hello, Phineas. And, third time's the charm. This is our third whatever wheel. I think we're going to get something very special here. Third time's the charm.
Roll the gotcha.
This is the third time I'm going to attempt recording this episode because I was going to do it Monday, and I was like, nah, I'll do it Tuesday. And then I didn't do it Tuesday.
You're going to land on specifically the Mickey Rooney scenes from Breakfast at Tiffany's.
You know what? Maybe that'll land here. I don't know. But look, third time's the charm. That's the point I'm trying to make. You know how many times it took the Patriots to win the Super Bowl? 3, baby. First time, lost horribly. Second time, lost horribly. Third time they went, it was all wins, baby. So, that's what I mean. Third time's the charm. We're in it to win it. So, who's ready to spin the wheel?
Just spin it, man.
Oh, ye of little faith. I say we're going to land on something good here.
I hope it's Gulliver's Travels.
I hope it's women.
Wait! Oh, no. I thought it was going to be Gulliver's.
There you go.
A hole in the head.
A hole in the head.
Is this another one of the small plastic ones?
What the fuck is this? Hold on, I found it. A
It
hole
looks
in
like
the
a
head.
Gets to pick the next Hunger Games character.
Ooh. All right, yeah. I'll explain it now before we go into the episode. Here we go. A Hole in the Head, directed by Frank Capra, starring Frankie Sinatra and Edward G. Robinson. Oh, and here's the cherry on top, folks. There's only one picture on the back, and it's a picture of Frank Sinatra with an arrow through his head.
Thank God.
Dude, what did I say? Third time's a charm. This one's going to be a winner.
Frank Sinatra made movies?
Well, he was in movies. I don't know if he
film
made
introduced
them.
the Academy Award-winning song "High Hopes" by Sammy Cahn and Jimmy Van Heusen.
See, now all the fucking Panic at the Disco fans will have something to latch onto with this episode.
Oh, that's the reference you make.
Yeah,
I mean, Robin's a Panic at the Disco fan. Right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Was the guy who ran the fucking High Hope stands during his presidential campaign?
Wait, I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh, have you never seen that video? Then I guess we gotta show it to you after this.
Okay, well, let's watch that right now. Well, actually, we're about to get into the episode.
There was a little Spanish flea.
Well, this was not a winner. Yeah, this was not a winning combination, landing on a hole in the head.
It's Frank Capra, so I assume it would have been at least okay.
I mean, it was okay, is the thing. It's just, well, yeah, it's Frank Capra, so it ain't no It's a Wonderful Life, unfortunately. I think there were elements that were supposed to be similar, because it's just kind of a miserable movie, because it's just Frank Sinatra being an idiot, single father, where he can't, get enough money to run his hotel and be a good father to his son. And his older brother, played by Edward G. Robinson, is just berating him the whole movie. But then at the end, they have a happy ending where they're just like, "Oh, we'll work it out. It'll be fine." It's like, oh, okay.
So it's kind of like it's a midlife.
Yeah, it's a midlife.
A midlife crisis, if you will.
I mean, it's not a terrible movie. The acting is good, and I don't think the characters are inherently bad characters. I don't know, the whole time I'm just watching Frank Sinatra be kind of an idiot. He's well-meaning and good-hearted, and his brother is, a grump but also good-hearted. I don't know, I'm not enjoying seeing these characters struggle. I kind of want to see them succeed. but also it's just 2 hours long. You know what? I think what really caught me off guard was the fact that the Hole in the Head tagline on Letterboxd says the most wonderful entertainment in the whole wide wonderful world. And then you just watch the movie and it's very depressing for most of it. Like it's
Well,
not
isn't, like, the whole, like the movie's only known because of the song High Hopes.
right. So listen, I made the joke when we initially spun the wheel that, you know, I made the joke like, oh, Panic at the Disco, High Hopes, because that's the modern High Hopes song. I had forgotten that there was, and I knew like that wasn't the actual song. I wasn't being like, oh yeah, the Panic at the Disco song. That was in fucking, that's what Frank Sinatra was fucking singing. It's like, no. But like I had forgotten that this was a very famous song, and I had doubly forgotten that it was the song in a Goofy movie when they're on the road trip and Goofy puts on the tape and it's High Hopes. Because then when he and his son started singing High Hopes in this movie, I go, oh, that's what it was. So boy, do I have egg on my face with this one.
So your high hopes weren't rewarded?
They were not rewarded. And look, William is right. He was telling me, like, you know, there's absolutely no way I had never heard that song before growing up. And it's like, I probably did. I could not name you a time I heard it. Maybe it was in church. Maybe it was at school. I have no idea. Probably, though. I'm saying that's entirely possible.
So what you're saying is that the movie was largely an excuse to go in and watch a newsreel and then a cartoon before it.
Yeah, basically. I mean, look, maybe someday I'll give it another chance and I'll say, hey, it's actually a good movie. Because it's not a bad movie. It's just not podcast material. I'll say that. It's not one I feel as though we would have gotten a ton out of. And I was really hoping it would be. Like, the back of the DVD has Frank Sinatra with an arrow through his head. That's funny. He only has an arrow through the head in one scene in the movie.
Damn.
Yeah. I made the joke where it's like, oh, haha, this movie's so miserable, it makes me want to have a hole in my head because I want to kill myself after watching it. It's not that depressing. It's just sad. And then it's supposed to be happy at the end, but I don't know, it's not like It's a Wonderful Life where, yeah, a lot of that movie is very, very sad and depressing, but then it has such a very hopeful and happy ending. Like, I don't know, maybe because I grew up watching that movie, I have more of a connection to it, but even still, I feel like that movie does it way better. You know, does the whole...
I'm going to tell you this, Chief. You ask anyone about It's a Wonderful Life, they say, oh, the wonderful Christmas classic, I love it. You ask them about Hole in the Head, they're going to say, what the fuck is Hole in the Head?
Yeah, yeah. But you ask about High Hopes, they'll know what that is, because that won an Oscar, right?
Look, yeah, it also left Containment. People just know that from being around.
Right, exactly. So... yeah, no, I don't. You know what? You're right. I don't feel bad for not liking this movie. It can go fuck itself. That's what I'm saying.
Damn, maybe we should just lie about the wheel next time. Just do the Harryhausen shorts.
Oh, maybe.
I do. Like AI to change that.
I do really want to land on the Harryhausen shorts. Someday, but not today.
You're not doing those without me.
You know what? If it lands on it next week or next whatever wheel, yeah. I already told the other guys, like, if whatever wheel 4 lands on 200 Classic Cartoons Disc 2, I'm spinning again. So if it lands on Harryhausen, yeah, that I'll also spin again.
All right, so in order to make it so this is not a 5-minute video, do we want to establish the Dagwood situation?
You keep talking about the Dagwood situation, and
that situation is crazy.
Listen, that got me interested because what the hell is the Dagwood situation?
All right, so I'm gonna put my stream up real quick.
Okay, yeah, let's watch it, folks.
All right, so
hold on, okay, there we go.
So as you see here is the 1938 Blondie movie.
Yes.
At the time, there's Dagwood and there's Blondie.
Oh, okay.
Penny Singleton and Arthur Lake.
Okay, so it's an actual Blondie movie. I did not know this existed. Okay, yeah.
They're on Tubi.
Okay, it's on Tubi.
But here's the thing, though, Hal. Here's the other thing you didn't know about. Here's the Dagwood situation. There is not a Blondie movie from 1938. There is, in fact, 28 Blondie movies made between 1938 and 1950.
Oh, I was about to say, wait a minute. I'm just looking at one right now. You're just like, there is no Blondie movie from 1938. I'm like, what? Oh.
There's 28 of them, in fact.
How have we never
There's
heard of
Blondie
this?
movies from 1938.
How have we never heard of a Blondie franchise? Wait a minute, because like we all know Blondie, Dagwood. We listen, even if we're not huge, newspaper comic fans, we've all heard of Garfield. We've all heard of Calvin and Hobbes. Hyen said we've all heard of Blondie and Dagwood. This is the first.
Have we not heard of the 28 Blondie films made between 1938 and 1950?
William, I don't watching. Or what are y'all watching?
Right now, we're talking about the Dagwood situation.
We're talking about the Dagwood situation.
28 Blondie films made between 1938 and 1950.
Yeah, this is the A Hole in the Head episode, and we're finding out about the Dagwood situation.
Wait, are you still recording?
Yeah, I'm recording right
now.
Still
recording.
We're live.
Okay. After this.
Okay, I thought I missed it because I just saw William started streaming, so I was like, damn it, I missed it.
No, you didn't miss
anything.
Just
establishing the Dagwood situation.
Okay, but he couldn't handle the Dagwood situation.
I thought you meant the Blondie desserts.
Oh yeah, I guess this is my first what do you call this? The whatever wheel episodes?
This is whatever wheel 3.
Yeah, okay.
This is your very first one.
I didn't watch the movie that you talked about today, so I didn't even do my homework on this one.
That's okay. Neither did me or Mifune. Only Hal did.
Yeah,
I am sure.
Don't worry, just watch the Wikipedia.
Prevent this from being a 2-minute episode.
Yeah,
I'll just ask ChatGPT to summarize the whole movie for me.
Actually, do that. Yeah, I'd be curious to hear what that would entail.
Dang, Hal has sold his podcast out to AI.
Blondie knows best. 1946.
AI bros are the new. The new horsemen of too many movies.
Next thing you know, gonna have Peter Thiel on his podcast next week. It's gonna be crazy.
Well, Peter Thiel is on next week.
Foot like glamour.
So what's the movie you're talking about again? What's it called again? Hole in the Head. That's right.
Hole in the Head.
Hole in the Head.
Summary. Bacon.
Movie summary. All right, I'm asking ChatGPT that right now.
Okay. Yeah.
A Hole in the Head is a comedy drama starring Frank Sinatra with Edward G. Robinson and Eleanor Parker.
Yep.
Tom Mineta, played by Sinatra, is a carefree widower living in a rundown Miami hotel with his young son, Ali. Tony dreams big, but is irresponsible with money and constantly chasing get-rich-quick schemes instead of holding a steady job. His more practical and successful brother, Mario, tries to convince Tony to move to New York and live a more stable life. Tony resists, wanting to prove he can succeed on his own in Florida. Things come to a head when Tony risks everything on a questionable business deal to turn the hotel into a luxury resort. At the same time, he develops a romantic relationship with Eloise. Yeah. A sensible woman who encourages him to grow up and take responsibility. In the end, Tony's plans fall apart, but the experience forces him to mature. He begins to prioritize his son and accept the need for stability, suggesting a hopeful turn toward a more responsible life. Notable detail, the film features the Oscar-winning song High Hopes performed by Sinatra, which became one of his signature tunes.
See, you've seen the movie now. Good for you.
Yeah, and I've seen the movie. Yay!
You did it while on the episode.
This is the second best movie to have the phrase "in the head" in it.
He's talking about a bullet in the head, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's okay.
What about a hole in the neck?
Sorry, I was looking at the poster for Blondie for Victory.
I heard what you said there.
No, I'm very excited that we've discovered this is a treasure trove of a franchise.
We have to. When are we gonna start Blondie maxing?
Right now. Well, no, that's not true.
We can't because we're watching Ishtar.
We're watching Ishtar. Yeah, but not yet, Minion.
That's the end of the podcast episode. Bye, everybody.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Watch Ishtar.